Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show, and in this video we are going to be looking at the best credit cards for students in 2020. We're shooting this at the end of 2020. I believe a lot of this will still be applicable in 2021 as well. Just a little note before we start, we're only looking at credit cards that are specifically marketed at students. Of course, if you're a student, you could also go for a secured credit card where you put down a little bit of money as a deposit and they give you a credit card. But we're not looking at that. We're just looking at cards specifically marketed to students. They normally have student in the title, in the name of the card. All right, so let's go. Now, number one is the Discover It Student Cashback Card. So this card has the same rewards earning structure as the regular Discover It card, okay? It has 5% cashback on rotating quarterly categories on $1,500 worth of spending per quarter, which means that's $75 in cashback up for grabs each quarter. And, you know, over a year, if you max out all the categories, that's $300 in cashback. Now, the first year, they do a cashback match, so it doubles, okay? A double cashback match. So you get $600 in cashback in the first year if you max out all of those categories, okay? And then $300 after that. So very, very cool. There is actually another Discover student card, the Student Chrome. And this card, in my opinion, is not as good. It earns 2% cashback on several categories, okay, including I think gas and restaurants. You can have a look here, but it's only on $1,000 worth in spending per quarter, and it's only 2%. So I would go for the regular, the Discover It Student Cashback Card, all right? Here's some other features of it. You get a statement credit of $20 per year for a GPA of 3.0 or higher. Now, I didn't go to college in the US or even high school. I moved here later, so I don't know what a GPA is, but I'm sure some people in the audience probably know what that means. You get a minimum credit limit of $500, which is reasonably generous. There's no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, and it comes in 18 designs. That really seals the deal for me. I mean, look how cool these designs are. Hey, check that out. So my kind of conclusion for this card is that I would say this is a great card for people who want to earn cashback rewards. And I think out of all of the ones in the video today that we're going to cover, this probably will be able to earn the most rewards, okay, maxing out those 5% categories. Let's move on to the next one, the Deserve EDU Mastercard. Now this is a cool card. So it offers a free Prime Student membership for 1 year. Now with Prime Student, you actually get a 6-month free trial anyway, so I hope it doesn't include that free trial. And then after the free trial, it's $6.49 a month, so half the normal price. So ideally, you'd have already had Prime for 6 months, had your free trial, and then you link it to this card's account and you get a year for free and you save, you know, a load of money. I think it's like 70 bucks or so over that year, $77 or so. Otherwise, you only save like 38 bucks if you just get half a year for free because of that 6-month free trial. Anyway, not sure how it works, but you do get a year subscription to Prime Student for free. Then there's also $600 cell phone insurance, and that's really useful. Not a lot of cards have that. And I think this is the only one we're covering today that does have that. Obviously, you would need to pay your cell phone bill with the card. And then for international students, you do not need a US Social Security number to apply for this card, okay, which makes it really convenient because otherwise you've got to take your passport with student visa down to an immigration office. And you've got to get them to print you out a Social Security card. It'll be a special card that says cannot work without DHS authorization, all right? So you can't use it for benefits or work or whatever. It's literally just, I don't know, for things like this, like credit applications and stuff, confirming your identity. So it's a bit of a hassle to get, but with the EDU Deserve MasterCard, you actually don't need it. There are also no foreign transaction fees on the card, so that's another plus for international students. If you have the card and then you take it home in the summer, you can still use it in your home currency without having a fee. There's a referral program, and you get $30 in cashback rewards per referral, which is pretty cool. And the card also earns 1% cashback on everything. So this card, I would say, while it's not as strong on rewards as the Discover It, I mean 1% versus 5% rotating quarterly categories, no contest there. But it is good for international students because it's easy to get. You don't need an SSN. Although I will say having an SSN, a social security number, will benefit you in the future if you want to build up US credit and stuff. So do still consider getting one, even if you don't have one when you apply for this card. And then it's also good for those wanting cell phone protection, okay? I think it's the only card on this list that offers cell phone protection. Next, we have the Capital One Journey, okay? So this is quite a classic student credit card. It's been around for a long time. The card earns 1% cashback on everything, but that can actually get boosted to 1.25% each month that you pay on time, okay? So if you pay on time for that month, all your cashback for that month is boosted to 1.25% per dollar. And then the next month, if you pay on time again, you'll get that boost again, and so on and so forth. Now with this card, you get to pick your own due date, so you can pick a date like just after you get paid or just after your student allowance comes in or whatever. There is a bonus of a $5 per month streaming subscription credit for the first 12 months, so that's a value of $60. You get automatically considered for a higher credit line after 6 months, okay, once as long as your account is in good standing. There's no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees either. So I would say that this is a good card for credit building because, obviously increasing your credit limit will help with building your credit. Obviously good for those who want to do streaming. It's okay on rewards, slightly better than the average. The average, I guess, would just be 1% on everything, so you can get a slightly better rewards rate, although still not as good as that Discover It card for rewards. Next, we have the Chase Freedom Student. Okay, so the Chase Freedom Student used to only be available for in-branch applications, but now you can actually find it on Chase's website, all right? This card features a $50 sign-up bonus after your first purchase within 3 months of account opening. So that's pretty cool. It actually has something a little bit closer to a sort of regular welcome bonus that proper adults credit cards would have. It features 1% cashback on everything, but it also has a bonus category of 5% cashback on Lyft rides, and that is until March 2022. Okay, so this is one of the more recent deals that have come on the other Chase Freedom cards. Of course, the other Chase Freedom cards now have like a year of 5% cashback at grocery stores and stuff like that. A few other categories. This card doesn't have that, just has 1% on everything except for the Lyft rides thing, okay? It does have the 5% back on Lyft rides. Another bonus that you get on this card that is also available on other Chase Freedom cards is that you get 3 months of free Dash Pass membership from DoorDash, and then it's half price for 9 months after that, okay? So going along with the Lyft rides thing, that is one of the benefits that do exist on other Chase Freedom cards that is available on the Freedom Student. With this card, you also get a $20 good standing reward, okay? So as long as your account is in good standing, like hasn't got a lot of late payments on it and stuff like that, you're always paying on time, on your anniversary each year, they're gonna give you a statement credit of $20, and that can continue for 5 years, or as long as you have the card, up to 5 years. Then you can get a credit limit increase after making 5 on-time monthly payments in your first 10 months of account opening. So I'm kind of confused with this because the wording makes it sound like you can pay late 5 times out of 10 and just pay on time 5 times and you're all good, right? You'll get a credit limit increase. I mean, maybe they just want to hit you with a $39 late payment fee. I don't know, it's quite strange. But anyway, that's what they say, 5 months of on-time payments in your first 10 months. I mean, maybe they're thinking you only use it for 5 months and the other 5 you don't spend anything on it, so you don't even make a payment. I don't know. But the wording is a little bit strange. And this card has no annual fee, but it does have foreign transaction fees of 3%. So who would this card be good for? Well, I'd say it'd be great for someone who wants to get into the Chase ecosystem because, the points, although it says cashback, they're actually tracked as points. And in theory, once you get, say, a Sapphire card or something in the future, if you've accumulated a load of points from your Freedom Student, you should be able to transfer those over to your Sapphire and then transfer to Airline. So there's kind of future-proofing built into it, all right? This card wouldn't be so good for international students, seeing as it has a 3% foreign transaction fee. And also it says on their website that you will need a US driver's license and a social security card in order to verify your identity. Now, international students can get those things, but it just adds a kind of extra layer of difficulty, all right? Obviously though, if you're interested in staying in the US long term and you are an international student, then I would recommend getting a US driver's license and social security card. All right, now let's look at our last one, and that is the Wells Fargo Cashback College Card. Now this is a 1% cashback card for students, but it does earn 3% on gas, grocery, and drugstore purchases for the first 6 months. So that would be $75 in extra cashback up for grabs. I guess that's kind of like the sign-up bonus, which if you think about it, it's higher than the sign-up bonus on the Freedom Student, which is just $50. So, kind of cool sign-up bonus if you can max that out. I personally would be able to max that out really easily if it's, grocery stores. I mean, you got to do grocery shopping every week, right? So yeah, I mean, it would be good for a student if they don't have a meal plan with their student dorm and they're doing their own cooking, so they're spending quite a bit on grocery, or if they have a car and they're spending a bit on gas, you would be able to max out those categories in the first 6 months. This isn't really for international students though, because actually on their website it does say that it's only available to US citizens and permanent residents, so you couldn't actually be an international student and get this card. And in addition to that, you actually need an existing relationship with Wells Fargo to apply online. That's what they say on their website. Whether you'd be able to apply in branch, I don't know, but it seems to me like this is the one where if you have a student account with Wells Fargo, they'll also offer you the student cashback college card. Personally, if you want to have it for a year and get that $75 bonus in cashback, that's okay, but I think some of the other ones would be more advantageous. All right, guys, that is our list of the 5 best credit cards for students in 2020. You could also consider, if you're a student or you've just graduated, you could also consider some of our best credit cards for beginners. We have another video on that I uploaded a few days ago. I'll put that on the end of this video for you guys to try out. And also below, I will put a link to some of the best student credit cards on our partner site, creditcards.com. Feel free to go in there and have a look. Some of the ones we mentioned in this video are on there, and there's also a few others as well. So feel free to check that out. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you're new. If you're a student, let us know what credit card you're applying for, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.